Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about a question that somebody I was mentoring asked me, and the question is, why are so many people with computer science degrees unemployed? I'm going to draw from my experience. Of course, I was a student of computer technology for 4 years, and then I've been working for more than 6 years in the tech industry in Kenya. So I hope you find this valuable. I'm going to share some ideas at the end, how you can work on getting employed, even while you're still in school. So if you like it and if it's valuable to you, please like, subscribe, and share. The first thing, and this is a practical point of view, like there will not be enough jobs for everyone who's holding a computer science degree. That's just practical. There will never be enough jobs for everyone, and that's something we may not be able to control. But the second thing is something people can work on, and this is a skills gap. There's a big skills gap between what the universities teach and what employers want, or rather the industry, whether you're self-employed or traditional 9 to 5. And when I mean the skills gap is when you're in university and you're doing your computer science degree, a lot of what you're being taught is how to answer questions. How to read and understand theory. No one teaches you practical skills that are required in the marketplace. Rarely do you need all the theory. You barely need 20% of the theory that you learn throughout your 4 or 5 year course. What people lack is that practical experience of being able to break down problems, select the right tools, and work within timelines for the client or for your employer. And I think this is the biggest problem why people do not get employed. And why this happens is when you go to university, you expect that they'll give you enough training, and if you do well in your course, you get a first class, you get a second class upper, you'll have everything you need to get a good job, and grow your career. But that is a myth. That is a myth. This is what I thought when I joined campus in my first year. And if you look at the transcript, they tell the same story. So that is the second reason why people are unemployed. The third reason is an attitude problem. I need to get a selfie stick or something. My hand is killing me. As I was saying, the third reason is an attitude problem. You apply and wait for something to happen. In the meantime, you do nothing. That's a big problem. And that's not how the world works. You need to go after those opportunities. In many situations, you create the opportunity on your own, or you force it to come out of its hiding. And that's what is required for people to get work. So this is just what I think based on my experience as a student and as a professional. So I'm going to give some tips on what you can do to improve your chances on getting employed. So the first thing you need to do is you need to talk to people. You need to talk to people who are already in the industry. Um, I was lucky in my situation. My father was a software developer, and he would work from home a lot of the times. And you'd find that there'd be other people, young people, who'd come to the house, probably working on the same team or same project, and I would have access to these people, and I'd talk to them and I'd see what they're doing. And in my third year, I realized that the direction I was going in was not going to help me. Yeah. Because I remember even having discussions with them about so many people graduating but not having the skills. They can't build a website. You have a computer science degree, but you can't build a website. You can't build an API. You can't build a web application. Yeah, so what I did, I erased everything, cleaned up my Windows machine. Just had games and movies. Cleaned it up, installed Ubuntu, and I never looked back. Started learning the terminal, started learning Linux, how it works, and so many other things. PHP my admin, how to administer that database, Joomla, WordPress, all those things. And it paid off because before the end of that year, third year of university, I had a job and I did it and I got paid. Yeah, and it was worth it. I learned a lot. So that's on talking to people, which also brings me to my second point: doing projects. Don't wait to graduate. Like in your first year, start building stuff. Yeah, build a website. Use React or something, TypeScript. Yeah. Look for tutorials, look for courses online. Free Code Camp is a very good resource. W3 Schools is another very good resource. A Tutorials Point, and so many others. Yeah, instead of binge watching, is it binge or binge? Yeah, binge watching series. Find time to work on your project. Challenge yourself. Tell yourself, this weekend I'll get this done. You don't have to get it done, but challenge yourself. You do this for 3 years, I guarantee you will have a job before you graduate. And that's from my experience. I saw so many people doing this and they got employed before they graduated. So that's do projects, do stuff, learn, read books that are not being taught in school. Yeah. Third thing, work on your attitude. Yeah, as I was saying, work on your attitude. Don't wait for things to happen. Be proactive and be optimistic. Don't be a victim. And this means when you send an application and they're quiet, write a follow-up email. If they have a local office, go to the office. Ask for someone to talk to. If you're a young person, I think the range of university age is like 18 to 24, maybe 25. You're young. No one will turn you back when you ask such a question. They'll be impressed. Yeah. Yeah, just walk into the office and tell them, I wrote to you guys about a job. I applied 3 weeks ago. I haven't heard back. Is there someone I can talk to? Yeah, just be polite. Ask ChatGPT to phrase it for you, and then, yeah. Go to events, hackathons, tech events, non-tech events. Just talk to people. Yeah, talk to people. Ask them how they got in. Ask them if they have opportunities. Compliment them if you know about what they're doing. That's how I got my attachment, and my attachment led to the job I have now. And that attachment was in 2015. That's 10 years ago. Imagine something I did 10 years ago is helping me now. Um, yeah, so talk to people. Don't be afraid. That's part of being proactive. Yeah, don't hide behind the excuse of not being enough jobs in the industry and stuff. Just go and create these opportunities. If you volunteer and you do a good job, someone will create a position for you. Something else is we always expect to start here. Yeah. You want to be a software engineer. Your first job will probably not be as a software engineer. It might be in the tech industry. It might not be in the tech industry. Yeah. Take any job that comes. For example, you could work at a restaurant and help them with their IT issues. Yeah. I like this coffee from. Yeah. So you could work. You could volunteer at a children's home, help them set up their website. Yeah. Teach the kids how to use computers. You could go back to working at a school, manage their computing department, like help their computing department. So many schools in Kenya want to have a computing department, but probably don't have enough people who can, work with the students. You can volunteer. Yeah. So those are some things you can do. I'll just recap it quickly. One, talk to people who are in the industry. Two, build stuff, work on projects, work on tutorials and courses, keep learning. Yeah. Three, work on your attitude, be proactive, be optimistic. Something I forgot to mention on volunteering. Your lecturers and professors are a good source of work you can do. They will not pay you, and even if they pay you, it will be very little. It will just probably be enough for your transport or like lunch. But a lot of times your lecturers are working on interesting projects that they are either hoping to be funded or have been funded. I have been in this kind of a situation where I have worked for lecturers and helped them with their projects. You end up working on interesting issues, and you do a lot of the legwork and the grunt work, and in the process you gain a lot of experience. So talk to your lecturers as well. Ask them if you can help them for free or for a small stipend. Yeah, so many opportunities there as well. Okay, that's it. Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.